guys, welcome again to another video. I am Coach Katya, and then today we'll just be doing a warm-up video wherein you can just follow along. For the first warm-up exercise, we'll do your sit to stand. First, I want you to find your hip width distance apart stance, or just find your comfortable stance. Reach for your toes, perform a deep squat, raise your arms overhead, and just stand up. This exercise primarily stretches the structures surrounding your hips, shoulders, ankles, and knees, as well as improving or increasing the blood flow on those areas. The next exercise is your world's greatest stretch. I want you to first stand on one leg, hug one knee, keep the other leg slightly bent so you won't lose your balance, then deep lunge. Put down one arm on the side and then the other, elbow in and twist out. And then step your back foot a little bit closer to the front leg and then just straighten your front leg to stretch your hamstrings. Now watch carefully to see the whole sequence. Do this for about 2 to 3 on each side. For the next exercise, we'll do your inchworms. First, I want you to reach for your toes. Slowly crawl only with your arms up until you reach a plank. And then just do your back bend or your cobra stretch by just slightly putting down your hips and then bending your back, looking up. And then go back to your plank. This time, crawl your legs towards your arms and then just do this for about 3 to 5 times again. You'll be able to feel some stretch on your hamstrings or the muscles behind your thighs, somewhere on your calves, on your upper back, and also on your abs. Aside from the fact that this exercise is a dynamic exercise, it's also an activation exercise that is really good for a warm-up because it activates your core muscles or the muscles surrounding your spine. For the next exercise is your cat and cows. I want you to be first on your tabletop or in your quadruped position. I want your knees to be directly below your hips, hands directly below your shoulders. And then first, I want you to put your belly down, lift your gaze up and tilt your hips out, and then round your back, chin to chest, tilt your hips in. I want you to do this synchronously with your breathing. This exercise is a good activation for the muscles surrounding the spine, and as well as it helps increase the mobility around your shoulders, around all the areas of your spine, especially your thoracic spine, and also your lower back, and as well as the activation on the muscles surrounding your hips. For the next exercise, this is called your glute raises. This primarily activates your gluteal muscles or your hip muscles and as well as your hamstrings. I just want you to lie on your back, arms on the sides for balance. You could do this with either your feet flat on the floor or on your heels with your toes lifted. And then I just want you to squeeze in your hips as if you're squeezing a pencil in between your butt cheeks. Yeah, that's how I should say it. And then don't squeeze too much your lower back. Make sure that you primarily activate the muscles on your hips and also your hamstrings. For the next exercise, I call this your hip wipers, and sometimes I call this your hip 90-90, just to remind you that your knees should be on a 90-degree angle so that when you twist from one side to another, your knees won't touch your feet. Just twist on one side and then to the other. Try to touch the floor with your knees, or if it's too much, just let the gravity do the work. I want you to do a 1 or 2 second hold whenever you do this stretch before switching to the other side. And by the way, this is a hip mobility exercise. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you again on my other videos.